Hello and welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host Alex, and today we're diving into some fascinating AI research. We'll be exploring a paper titled SkyReels-A2, Compose Anything in Video Diffusion Transformers. This paper presents a controllable video generation framework. Basically, it allows you to assemble different things like characters, objects, and backgrounds into a video using text prompts. A key aspect is that it maintains really strict consistency with reference images for each element, making sure the character looks like the photo you gave it throughout the video. They call this task elements to video. Okay, so figure 1 really shows what they mean by this elements to video task. On the left side, you have the inputs. These are the reference images for a character, maybe an object like a football or a wine glass, and then a background scene. And on the right, you see the actual video frames that SkyReels-A2 generated. You can see how it combines that specific character, object, and background into a short video clip, keeping the look consistent with the original photos. It really demonstrates how they compose these different elements together. So we saw how SkyReels-A2 composes these elements in Figure 1. But how do they know if it's doing a good job? Well, Figure 4 shows us their evaluation benchmark, which they call a 2-bench. It's basically a way to measure the quality of the generated videos. They use two main approaches: automatic computer-based metrics and also optional user studies where real people rate the videos. Both look at things like, consistency of the elements, the overall visual quality, and whether the video actually follows the text prompt. It's quite thorough. So we just talked about the A2 bench and how it uses both automatic metrics and user studies. Well, Figure 5 gives us a look at the actual results from those user studies. These radar charts compare SkyReels-A2 against some other big names, like Pika, Vidu, and Killing. People rated them on things like consistency, face, object, background, and also video quality factors, like motion, smoothness, and just overall look. And as you can see, SkyReels-A2 stacks up pretty well, showing comparable performance, especially looking strong in areas like dress consistency and human motion smoothness, according to users. Okay, so building on those user study results we just saw in Figure 5, Figure 6 gives us a direct visual comparison. It shows the actual video frames generated by SkyReels-A2 alongside those from Pika, Vidu, and Killing, using the same input images we see on the left. You can really see how SkyReels-A2 holds up visually in terms of keeping the characters and objects consistent, and the paper mentions it does particularly well with motion naturalness and even things like the texture of light and shadow compared to the others. It's helpful to see these examples side by side. Right, so after seeing those side-by-side comparisons in Figure 6, Figure 7 gives us just a broader look at what SkyReels-A2 can do on its own. It shows a whole bunch more generated video frames using lots of different combinations. Various characters, different objects like umbrellas, dogs, guitars, even phones, and all sorts of background scenes. It really drives home the point that the model seems quite flexible and can handle mixing and matching many types of elements. So yeah, seeing all those diverse examples in Figure 7 really drives home the flexibility of SkyReels-A2. Overall, this work shows some really promising steps in controllable video generation, specifically how it lets you compose different elements pretty effectively. This kind of compositional control is a big deal for making AI video generation much more practical and useful, especially for creative tasks. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host, Alex.